What's up, everybody? It's your pal Billy with Altcoin Buzz. Bitcoin, $12,273. Bitcoin dominance, 65.5%. It's well past time to put some respect on it. Bitcoin is the king. It is dominating this market with a $220 billion market cap. The entire crypto market cap at $335.8 billion. All these alts are seeing a lot of red today, okay, especially in terms of Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin pairing. All right, let's look at some of the large movers. Keep in mind that most of these are less than $1 million in 24-hour trading volume. There are a few that kind of caught my eye. Okay, sourcing $807,000 worth of trading volume, up 57.4% today. That's still a very small volume right there. Jarvis, $5 million worth of trading volume, up 50% today. Okay, be careful out there, everybody. These alts, for the most part, especially the mainstream alts, are getting kind of crushed today as Bitcoin dominance continues to rise. All right, let's take a real quick look at crypto Twitter. Guys, please stop sending Peter Schiff Bitcoin. All right, I think he's being halfway genuine here, halfway trolling. But he says, "I have been gifted $2,800 worth of Bitcoin. Thanks to all for your generosity. What should I do with my stash? 1. Use it now to buy 24-karat gold jewelry at mean.com for my wife. 2. Ignore the FUD and HODL until Bitcoin moons and buy a Lambo for myself." All right, Peter, funny guy here. I think Peter is actually enjoying all the attention he's getting from crypto Twitter. And, in the long run, maybe it'll be a way to convert him to a Bitcoin believer. In the meantime, he's one of this industry's biggest haters. Anthony Pompliano had tweeted, "Are we doing this live stream together this next week? I hope that happens." I'm a big fan of Barry Silbert. I think that he's doing great things for this space, but I thought his debate against Peter was pretty poor performing, to say the least. Peter really kind of is an animal when it comes to debating. You have to be prepared. You can't go in there soft. You have to take it seriously. Peter really does know his stuff. He might be a little misinformed on Bitcoin, but do not underestimate his ability to debate. So Anthony Pompliano, if you are listening to this, do your due diligence. Bring your A game, okay? Bring your game face, because Peter's going to throw everything he has at you. Right, we're going to cover some Bitcoin news. Some of this is technical analysis. Some of this is based on fundamentals. This is from livemint.com. Is a Bitcoin breakout coming? The cryptocurrency is already up 220% this year. All right, Bitcoin bulls looking for a catalyst that could extend its colossal rally may want to turn to technical analysis favored by some traders for a dose of good news. Following an increase in prices over the last 2 days, Bitcoin has surged above its upper Vera band limit, which identifies upward or downward trends. This move indicates a sharp rise could be on the horizon as the token continues to trade above that limit. Edward Moya, chief marketing strategist at Owanda Corporations in New York, said Bitcoin looks like it could be coiling for a big breakout as institutional interest for blockchain technology shows no signs of slowing down. The bubble-like gains this time are driven on solid institutional interest, and while security is still a big risk, it appears Bitcoin has overcome many of its initial growing pains. All right, and this from Forbes.com. Bitcoin is soaring, boosting Ethereum, Ripple's XRP, and Litecoin. Here's why. Bitcoin, after dropping under $10,000 per Bitcoin at the beginning of this month, has bounced back, making strong gains and pulling the wider cryptocurrency market, including major cryptocurrencies Ethereum, Ripple's XRP, and Litecoin up with it. The Bitcoin price has soared back to near its year-to-date highs over the last 24-hour trading period, adding over 10% and recording highs of $12,880 per Bitcoin on the Luxembourg-based Bitstamp exchange. Bitcoin hit a year-to-date high of $13,880 last month as news of Facebook's planned cryptocurrency caused Bitcoin interest to reach a fever pitch. Ethereum, Ripple's XRP, and Litecoin have meanwhile added between 3% and 4% over that trading period, underperforming Bitcoin though taking the total cryptocurrency market cap value to over $350 billion. All right, this from Ani at Altcoin Buzz. We're going to be taking a look at Casascius' physical Bitcoins. exploring an important part of Bitcoin's history. Okay, these Casascius physical Bitcoins, or Casascius coins, are physical metal coins created by Bitcoin user Casascius, Mike Caldwell of Sandy, Utah, and sold until November 26, 2013. It contains an embedded piece of paper with digital Bitcoin value covered by a tamper-resistant hologram. Casascius coins are available in the denominations of 1, 10, 25, 10, and 1,000 Bitcoin increments. Each coin has its own Bitcoin address and a redeemable private key, which is covered by a hologram. To read the private key inside the coin, the person needs to peel the hologram. Once peeled and redeemed, the coin will no longer have any Bitcoin value. These coins are designed for face-to-face transactions. Wow, that's actually a pretty good idea. Okay, so a Casascius 25 Bitcoin coin right here, that's what they look like. All right, so redeemed Casascius coins, that's what they look like right there after it's been peeled back. All right, so some of the background. When I drew, and this is from Casascius himself, when I introduced Casascius physical Bitcoins, part of the motivation was to introduce a proof of concept, a conversation piece to help people talk to others about Bitcoin and perhaps be the first to the market to make a real coin out of Bitcoins. Something I perceive as being a historical significance given my enthusiasm for the project. What I didn't expect in the beginning is that a large part of the interest in Casascius physical Bitcoins is from people wanting to collect the coin who see it as a token of the same historical significance I see. Mike Caldwell mentioned that on his website. So we'll have this linked in the description. That's pretty cool. That was one of the first physical Bitcoins or collector's items of its kind. Bitcoin, single best hedge against traditional financial systems, says venture capitalist. This by Mary Huliet of Cointelegraph.com. All right, so the CEO of VC firm Social Capital has proposed that Bitcoin is the single best hedge against the traditional financial systems. During a panel on CNBC show Squawk Box on July 9th, by the way, shout out to that Squawk Box show. They are starting to become Bitcoin believers. A stakeholder and board member of the Golden State Warriors NBA team and an early Facebook executive to boot elaborated his perspective on the cryptocurrency, saying, Bitcoin, is the single best hedge against the traditional financial infrastructure. Whether you support fiscal and monetary policy or not, it doesn't matter. This is the schmuck insurance under your mattress. I like that. Schmuck insurance under your mattress. That's nice. I'm going to use that when I'm talking to my friends about Bitcoin. In response to Shamath's, and I believe it might be pronouncing that right or wrong, let me know in the comments, remarks, his CNBC host admitted to having lagged behind in recognizing the significance of cryptocurrencies and their underlying technology. Bitcoin was probably trading around $9,000 when I realized that distributed ledgers probably imbue more inherent value on something than a government does, one remarked. As reported earlier this week, Bitcoin's bullish breakthrough past $13,000 mark as of this press time comes hot on the heels of bleak news for the traditional banking world. Okay, there's several of these banks are having huge job cuts, 18,000 jobs, carrying out a 40% reduction of the risk-weighted assets currently allocated to its trading operations, sparking commentators to observe that DB remains built for the old world, unlike cryptocurrencies. And on that note, more bad news for some of these big banks. U.S. Customs just seized a ship owned by JPMorgan after authorities found $1 billion worth of drugs on it. Yikes. Okay, federal prosecutors in Philadelphia have seized a container ship operated by the Mediterranean Shipping Company weeks after authorities found more than $1 billion worth of cocaine on the vessel in what was one of the largest drug busts in American history. U.S. Customs and Border Protection seized the ship on July 8th. A statement on Monday said, the ship is owned by client assets in a maritime strategy offered by JPMorgan Asset Management, according to a person familiar with the matter. It is operated by the Switzerland-based MS. Guys, if you're not familiar with how some of this geopolitics works, especially when it comes to these centralized banking entities, I'm not saying that they are directly involved with some of this cocaine shipping, but this is not the first time this has happened. Whenever you have a financial establishment, they believe they can get away with more and more. There's a lot of crooked dealings, a lot of crooked crony capitalism going on, and I believe that Bitcoin was the natural and organic reaction to some of this behavior. Call it a revolution, if you will. As some of these banks get caught doing more and more unethical behavior, I believe Bitcoin will ring through the ears of the public, and we will see more and more adoption moving forward. All right, everybody, the question I have for you is, I want to know what level or what percentage of Bitcoin dominance are we going to have to see Bitcoin reach before we see these alts get a relief rally? Is it 70%, 75%, 80%? Are we there right now? I want to know. Let me know in the comments section. If you've been enjoying these videos, please consider subscribing to Altcoin Buzz, ringing that bell, liking this video, sharing it on Twitter, and checking us out on Instagram. It's your pal Billy with Altcoin Buzz. Until next time, peace.